Here's a picture of Eugene, Eugene Brown, a man I've known for about 10 years. And here's an article he recently published in The Open Door, the newsletter of Freedom House. It was published this spring, very recently. And he has returned to me after 10 years and is interested in working on a book of his poetry. I'm going to try to sponsor him through your help to do many things, and I will be right back to tell you about that. I am now reading from Eugene's letter that he wrote to me immediately after our session yesterday when we discussed raising funds through Indiegogo. This proposal is designed to help further the artistic poetry future for Eugene Brown. Merits to be considered for the following. Since 2001, over 150 Richmond poetry readings, including numerous appearances at Men's Speak, Richmond. 2. Virginia Poetry Society Honorable Mention for Park Time, 2004. 3. Eugene Dreams Day and Night, a 90-minute music poetry performance at Art 6, September 2006. 4. An appearance on TV 8, Good Morning. He read the poem Peeled Back. 5. Poem Peeled Back featured on the cover, of Freedom House 2011 calendar. Number 6. 3 articles about recovery and the future for Freedom House newsletter. 7. A new member of River City Secrets at Art 6. 8. Chapbook featured at Art 6, 2006 to 2009. There's more to say about Eugene Brown, though, and this is what he said. Although living in a series of homeless shelters since July 2009, and being deemed disabled by the Hartford, February 2011, for restless leg syndrome and periodic limb movement disorder, 40 years, I reunited with Dr. Annie Reedy Coffey, licensed clinical psychologist, registered drama therapist, in January 2012. Several projects are presenting real possibilities, such as publication through various literary contacts. Funding would aid private tuition with Dr. Coffey, travel expenses to meet with literary contacts, appropriate attire, and living expenses to offset some shelter and medical expenses. Here I am in my office in Richmond, Virginia, and I want to read one more thing from Eugene Brown in order to inspire you to consider funding his art project. Dear Funding Committee, in 2001, at age 50, I first met Dr. Annie Reedy Coffey, and she discovered a latent talent in me for writing poetry. I guess 10 years later, I feel a certain urgency to develop beyond Richmond, Virginia. Your help in funding this request would allow me to not only share my observational style of poetry, but also allow for my insight on being homeless and having restless leg syndrome. My passion for writing poetry is only exceeded by having an audience to read to. Thanking the Funding Committee in advance for your consideration. Best regards, Eugene Brown.